CodeRed selected.
What's good, guys? It's your boy CodeRed, and I am back with another one. So listen, man, I thought this would be a good video to make, and it's going to be more so an informative video to help out viewers and people in the FGC community. But this video is going to be geared towards fighting games and how to play them, right? So often I get asked the question, whether on my live or just like in person, people message me, and ask me like how am I able to play so many fighting games, and like at least appear as if I know what I'm doing. And it's quite interesting because when I sit down and think about it, a lot of times for me, I do feel that I play a lot of fighting games and I'm able to play them to some degree a competent level, right? And that's because I think overall I've been playing them for so long that they just become second nature to me. It's like once you've seen one, you've seen them all kind of thing. But I want to get rid of this idea that people think that I'm just really good at fighting games. I'm decent. I am decent at fighting games. When you start to like really jump into even like high level play, and that's not even like not even on the competitive scene, because you have like high level play online, right? But then you talk about high level play, and then you talk about like competitive like tournament scene. I mean, those guys are just guys and girls are just on a different level. The amount of skill, time, and effort, just details that you have to pay attention to be on that level is like it's so insane. However, I do look at myself as someone that has a certain level of competency when it comes to fighting games, and that's why I'm able to play them at the level that I am able to play them at. So enough of that. I decided to make this video in an attempt to help those more particular like people who are new to fighting games, or those who play them but never really got an idea about like how do I approach them, how do I get used to this game, or how do I learn it, just what do I do. So this is not for the seasoned vet, or because a lot of this stuff you guys will already know. But this is for the people that either want to get into fighting games but don't know how, or those who play the game but just can't seem to really get over that hump. Maybe it's like bad habits or whatever the case may be. But yeah, so I came up with a list of things that have helped me out along the way, that I still use till this day when I'm approaching a fighting game, and it just helps me. It helps me out a lot. So hope you guys enjoy it. First thing that I always recommend when you're picking up a fighting game, and I'm sure those who are in the community or those who play a lot know this: pick a character that you like. Please pick a character that you like. That can be from an appearance, that can be from a style of fighting that you like. It can be just overall character and their lore thing. It can be certain clothes they wear. I don't know, like it can be anything, but the important thing is just to pick a character that you like. The reason that I say that is because when you pick a character that you like, you're going to dedicate more time to that character. You're going to go through the grind with that character to learning that character because you enjoy the character. You like whatever it is about the character that you like, and that's going to make you dedicate the time. It is important to play a character that you enjoy or like instead of a character that is considered strong, top tier, or everyone is just playing. Because that might not be the character that you necessarily like, but you're doing it because the majority are doing it, and because of that, you're not going to put your all into that character, which will affect your learning. So pick a character that you like. I don't care if it's like you like the shoes that they wear in the game. Pick a character you like, because you're going to stick with that character and you're going to learn that character. If you do that way, trust me. The second thing go into training mode. This is so important. So often people skip training and think that they can just go online or go to a tournament and just win or dominate. It is so much more. Um, Fighting games is like an onion, right? There's just so many different layers that you got to get through, right? Going into training and taking that character that you enjoy, let's stick with that. The character that you enjoy or you like, you get a chance to understand their move sets. It opens your eyes to, like, what they're trying to do. And it just overall gives you a general understanding of what this character is bringing to the game, what this character is bringing to the fight. You get a chance to just see that and be able to take that stuff and put it, into whoever you're going against. It's nothing worse than picking a character, and then jumping in the game and just playing and not knowing what you're doing. Training mode helps you to remove that. And above all, it just gives you that general understanding of the character. So go to training mode, learn your best moves, right? Learn your moves. And when I say your best moves, this may be foreign, or you'll be like, what is the best move? What I always do is that I'll find a character that I like or match some type of style that I like to play. And then I will go into training mode. And the first thing I would do is I would look for their best normal moves, right? Now, when you say normal moves, that can be range, that can be their hitbox, like how far their moves extend, or how much it covers. It can be the frame data, which that's a little bit more advanced, but it can be just the various things that would make a normal good. It could be the recovery on the move. It can be the startup frames on the move. Those are the more important things, because those type of things, that when the game slows down, those type of things become important. Knowing what your go-to normals is to control space, to control or dictate the pace of the game, or how you want to play the game. So I always go and I look for, like, the best normals that this character have. Now, given some characters may not have the best normals, then you got to look for other things. Do they have a strong projectile? Are their moves, their special moves, do they have some properties that make them, better, or whatever? Training mode helps you to do that. So after you have picked your character, you go in there, you go into training mode, you look for what it is that this character does good. All right. Honestly, when it comes to fighting games, it's just finding out what you can get the advantage over your opponents with. You can't do it if you don't go to training mode. Look for the good normals, and also look for their worst normals. Know what normals you should not be doing, or you shouldn't be doing as often, because they're just bad. Whether it's they have a short range, whether the recovery is long on the move, whether it's not safe on block. It's just a bunch of different things, but training mode helps you with that. Okay, can't stress that enough. The next thing, this is probably one of the more bigger things, especially at a lower level. Is if you an online warrior, or if you even just on the low level of playing, anti-airs. When I tell you guys about anti-airs, is that anti-airs will win you a lot of games. I promise you, anti-airs will win you a lot of games, because when you're playing in the beginning and you're playing at a lower level, for a lot of people who are on that same level as you, they can't generate offense without jumping in. It's a given. Like, that's just the name of the game. Learning to generate offense while on the ground, or training your opponent to where you can capitalize and generate the offense, is something that you learn. It's a skill that you learn over time. Because of that, a lot of players, especially at a low level, jump in a lot to generate their offense. If you're familiar with your character's anti-airs, or what are their good go-to anti-airs like that work perfect for you, you're going to win a lot of games just off of that, especially at a low level, and even at a higher level. I'm not even going to lie, because some people, they will test you. But anti-airs are so important. Learn your character anti-air. Of course, it goes into training mode. This is why training mode is so important. I'm telling you, this is why it's so important. Um, Pushing forward, the next thing, combos. Now, combos are the least important thing, but early on, don't get me wrong, early on, they're the least important thing. They're fun, they're flashy, whatever. They're the least important thing early on. Um, but the more you become familiar with your character, it is important to have at least 1 to 2 go-to combos. I prefer 2 combos. And the first combo being a known bread and butter, that B&B for that particular character. We got too many resources online that you guys can go and look up bread and butter combos. Even if you can't come up with your own, like, you can go online. You could type in whoever B&B combos, and there will be so many things that come up. Promise you. Even just the simple 2 lights into a special, like an EX move or something like that. You need to have a go-to combo, because if you have a go-to combo like a B&B being your first combo, you will have what you need to kind of jumpstart your offense, right? Give you a little bit more. If we just stick to the normals the whole time, yeah, it'll win you games, but eventually you have to have something to where you can do a big chunk of damage with, right? You can be threatening. So I recommend 1 B&B combo, 1 go to B&B combo, and then 1 hit confirm related combo. A combo in which if you get, if your opponent whiffs a move or throws a move out there that's just too far out and they miss, or they do an uppercut, and as they're coming down, the recovery it's so long, you got to have a move to where you like, okay, if I hit this medium punch or I hit this heavy punch, I can go into this. Combos help you out a whole lot because they just give you that extra damage that you need to maybe even finish the round. So combos, have at least 1 to 2 combos, 1 B&B and 1 hit confirm related combo. Super important. The next thing, mechanics, understanding the mechanics within that particular game. It is so important to take the time to do this, because when mechanics in the game, especially in the more modern era of fighting games, mechanics have become so important because in a way they break the game a little bit. Like, if you know how to use these mechanics, you can exploit a lot of stuff. Like you can push it to another level. Like, you can push your character to a level, and you can honestly just expose your opponent. You can, especially if they don't have the general knowledge of certain mechanics within the game, you can like really expose your opponent. And that's why understanding the game mechanics are so important. Every game is different. But the thing is, when you do training mode with your character, there's always an option to do a training with the mechanics of the game. Learn those mechanics. Those mechanics tie into your character so much, whether it be how the mechanics affect your character by making them a weaker character, or how it just blows up your character and make your character broken. This is honestly, in a lot of ways, how tiers are affected, which tiers is something you shouldn't really worry about, but how characters are in general considered strong or weak. It has to do with, of course, their moveset, their framed out and this and that, but it also goes into how they utilize the mechanics and how the mechanics affect them. So when you learn the mechanics, you learn what your character is good at and what they're not good at. You learn how to take the mechanics and blow the game up, and how to defend your particular character from being blown up by those mechanics. Learn the game mechanics, okay? The next thing, and this was a big one, and this can be challenging for a lot of people. Some people it is difficult for, and that's just the social aspect. But you just get online. You don't always have to go to a tournament. Some people can't go to tournaments. You don't always have to go to your locals. It don't necessarily have to be all that. And some people don't like being in that atmosphere, right? We have different types of people and different people personalities, or the way that they are. They just, some people can't do it, and that's fine. But get online, at least play some games online. And the reason I say that is because you want to be able to feel the speed of the game, because this helps you out. um it it helps you to feel, and every game speed is different. Every game speed is different. I can feel the difference if I go too long without playing, like, let's say, City of the Wolves, and then I play it after playing Street Fighter. I can feel the difference in the game, and it's like, it takes me a while to, like, say, okay, I need like an hour or two to adjust to that flow of the game, and vice versa. If I've been playing City of the Wolves for a long time and then I switch and start playing some Street Fighter, the game speed is different. And it's just, it becomes a thing. I gotta adjust it. I get it after like an hour or so, but it's an adjustment. The reason you want to play online is because you get that feel for that game. You get to understand how people are playing the game. You get so much education just off of playing against people. It's crazy. You get to see the meta, you get to see the style, how it's constantly changing in every game. You get so much knowledge just by playing people online. And the biggest thing is that you just can't be afraid to get your butt kicked. Now, don't get me wrong, there are people online that are just jerks, right? They get a kick out of being that person that just beat up on the lower ranked people and stuff like that. But there are more good than bad online. I promise you. There are more good than bad online. And a lot of times people they'll keep playing you, not because they want to just show or put their dominance out there, but because they're like, okay, I'm playing this person. This person wants to play. I'm gonna keep playing them or whatever. But this also too, it's also helping them, because some people, you may be a matchup that they are not familiar with, and they want to keep playing you because they want to see something or a certain move you were doing that they're like, okay, I got to figure out how to do it. I do that all the time. Like, I will play sets and, like, I'll keep playing a person just because there's something in that I saw them doing that I was just like, how? And I could be beating them, but I will keep on doing it because I want to see, like, what's going on? What am I doing wrong here? So it is important to play online. Online helps you out so much. I promise you, it helps you out so much. And even if you can't play online, just play arcade mode. Put it at the highest level and play it. And now the computer is so strong. I know for a while Street Fighter was so funny to watch Street Fighter 6 because their computer was so good. It was to an extent, like, when you put it at its highest level, it was like almost, especially early on, it was a very close mimic of like a higher level player, like, because it would hurt, it would punish your bad habits. It would like that computer was really good. And a lot of fighting games computers have gotten good like that. So even if you can't be online, just jump on arcade, put it at the highest level. And then it also just gives you a time to practice your things, practice your normals, practice your anti-airs, practice your combos, become familiar with your character. Above all, you learn matchups. You learn matchups by playing online because you're playing so many different people, and you learn different styles of opponent play and your character specifically. I can't tell you how many times I've got online and a character that I've made, I've found so many people playing my character different, right? That is so important. You gotta play, guys. You gotta play. Don't be afraid to get your butt whooped. Don't be afraid, because here's what I'm gonna tell you right now: the genre of fighting games have blown up so much. There's so many people that are on your level. I promise you. Whether it's highest of the highest or the lowest of the lowest, you always got somebody on your level to fight. I guarantee you. Okay. And lastly, man, just have fun. Have fun. I can't stress that enough, especially where we are right now. Yeah. This can be a very ego-driven thing, man, and I don't know. But you gotta bring the fun back into this stuff, because that's what it is at the end of the day. I play these games because I love them. I play these games because I enjoy them. I play them because I enjoy people. I enjoy just the social aspect, and it's a good stress reliever. It's a good time for me to just settle down. It's a good time for me to enjoy myself. So just have fun with this. That's the biggest thing. Of if you don't take anything else out of it, just have fun. So I just wanted to do that because I thought that it would be cool. And I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope this helps someone. And if you haven't already, hit that like. Get in the comment section and let me know some of the things that you do when it comes to fighting games and how you approach them. And maybe you might be able to help somebody else up. Hey, you might even be able to help me out. And I hope you guys enjoy this video. And yeah, don't forget to hit that sub button, guys. Helps me out a lot. And yeah, take care of yourselves and take care of each other. All right, CodeRed, and I'm out of here.
Code Red. Selected.